also the shimmers and the mattes, I think they're very, very good. And they blend very easily together. So welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today I thought to use some, mostly, not at all of them, but mostly MAC products. And some of them are just samples, like this strobe cream. And I will do this one now. And I already used this Fix Plus. As you can see, I am not very used to MAC products. I don't have a lot of them. And yeah, just a few products that I really enjoy. So I'm using this strobe cream, and it's a very nice, like, moisturizer actually, with some pearl thing going on it, like that. It's kind of a pinky pearl. I might use today this Dermacolor from Kryolan or Kryolan as foundation in 2 colors, and yeah, because I might use some Natasha Denona cream products from her Sculpt palette, and I think they might work the best on this kind of foundation. I'm not so sure, but I wanted to try it, so I might try that today, just because. So this one goes on a little bit here, a little bit under. I will blend it out and be back for some eyeshadows to begin with. And as you can see, I already completely did my brows, like more than usual, since now my bangs are shorter, so I kind of want to make them a bit stronger. Now I thought to mention these 2 nail polishes from OPI. The base one I have on is this one called Haven't the Foggiest, a really pretty shiny silver like that. And the other one, if maybe to compare them together, more of a golden sheen to it, just in the middle as a stroke like that. I thought to try and make it a bit more shiny with the Celestial Celebration. So that's that one. I really like those 2. So that's that. So they have had like almost 50% sale in MAC here on some products. So this is in the flesh, and just because it was almost 50% off, I got it. Until now I have just these 2 palettes from MAC from before, Prissy Princess and the Basic Bitch one. And I really enjoy both of them. This one a bit more because it has like more punchy smoky colors in it. But yeah, so also both of those are kind of cool toned as well. Whereas I actually find this one to be a little bit in the middle. It has some golden sheens and peachy sheens to it as well. I will start now with the eyes because I'm really interested to know what these will look like on the eye. This little thing that's inside here, it really keeps the eyeshadows intact because it kind of goes a little bit inside the pen. So then when it's closed, it really keeps it like in place. So that's pretty smart, this little thing. I will start with the crease brush like that, and I think I will go for this really light kind of bone color here. And they do have names on the other side, but it's very small, so I'm not going to start looking for names, but you know, it's this here in the middle. And I think most of them, except for the carbon black, I think they like a one-time color, so yeah, not permanent one. The black one is carbon, so it's permanent. So let's see now then, just up here a bit, like that. Kind of just on the concealer that I just put over there. And it's really like my skin, so you know, it's kind of perfect for just putting up here color. Let's blend those together. What will we get? A nice crease color for my skin tone. I will take it inside here close to the, like that, you know. Also touching the brow almost. And a little bit taking it out like that. So the light gold one, the first color in the inner corner. Just a tiny brush like that. Now these colors, I don't know if it's light enough actually for this, but let's see. It's pretty golden. This one is much more pigmented than I thought. Yo, I really want to take this color from here now. Let's just take down with a flat brush. Kind of like that. Ooh. Now, that looks really interesting. Let's start with it here on the whole lid. I think that's really pretty. It's kind of a antique rose kind of metal thing. That's really nice. Yeah, I will pull it up a tiny bit too. Has some shimmery flecks in it, so it's better to use it this way, like packing it on and not trying to swipe it or anything. But it's really pretty. I'm not so sure it goes with the gold though. I mean, wouldn't you rather have a pink over there? Okay, so I took this side a little bit higher up than this since it's much more hooded. I'm blending out a bit using just this one by itself and the same brush I used before. Just like that, bit around it. Getting it a little bit deeper, this color here. So this black and brown here in the outer corner, it's nice and pigmented, like that. Going out here a bit where it's really crinkly and wrinkly, kind of like that. And then I have to take it down here too and probably use those two transition colors also over there. Trying to push this one inside the blonde lashes here a bit. So this is why it's really nice to use smaller and smaller brushes when you start to have like specific needs on your eyes. Let's face it, all these crinkles and wrinkles and loose skin, and you know, I have to say these new brushes from MaritMakeupManicure, especially these small ones, are scratchier than the old ones. So transition shades that I use in the beginning and a smaller brush under the eye. Here, like kind of blending it with these two. And I definitely need that blingy color here in the middle as well. These matte ones need to be a bit more blended to look nice. I think I will go for this one under the eye, this one here. I'm using the same brush that I just used because I think this one will be also a really pretty color here. I'm adding this dark brown a bit more here. I didn't use a lot of MAC products at all, and for sure not, you know, their famous eyeshadows that have been famous years ago, let's say. Since then there's so many brands, but hey, MAC still seem to know what to do with eyeshadows, I have to say. So I will take some of the black from the corner here, like the carbon. You could probably wet this and use it as a liner, of course. After I use something really dark, I see all the crinkly loose skin coming down here, and I want to cover it with black, you know. This that falls down, it's like it's asking to be darker then, when, you know, and pushed away. Like that. But definitely not too far out either, you know. Yeah. So I will just use a blending brush like this. And start where it's light. Just go a bit around to make it like a bit more blended into each other maybe. And then to the darker colors here too, like to blend them into each other. And a bit around everything here. I think I will just take this Smashbox in brown, Java, in the waterline. I think that's a good idea. And I will probably use this one, and maybe I will tape it, maybe I won't, because I think it's pretty time consuming. Even though I do, for the most part, I like the look it gives. And it becomes very long lasting and feels so good for the skin actually. Those waxy kind of, you know, kind of old-fashioned creams in a foundation. Yeah, they're actually not bad at all, but time consuming maybe. Okay, so I mixed up the two colors I have like that. It's not exactly the best colors for me maybe, but usually I manage with them. Also they cover redness really well, so because of the yellowness that this one is more pink, if you can see. And the color that you can see, like where I touched it, that's the color you get like out. They all look like that in the beginning. They have like some kind of, you know, I don't know, it just looks like that, but they're fine, like okay. And then I have this thinner that I thin it out with. Now before, when I studied makeup, it was like 26 years ago or something, a long time ago. Anyways, we used Creolan products, but then we didn't have this this product. So we just used, and it was in stick form, this that they had at least round about the same product. And we had just a special sponge, like the airy sponge that we put it on, a damp one. Yeah, that's a long time ago. I think I will use this brush for it. I don't know if it's the right choice, but I will try this one. And I won't use any concealers or anything, because these are like concealers by themselves. So I will just take a little bit of this one and start, you know. The thing is with this, you do have time to play around with it. It's not like those fast setting, you know, foundations, liquid foundations. I will try now again and use this, it's very shiny, so I will just open it and show the product instead of this palette in light medium. And I probably won't use actually the highlighter, because I will use from MAC. Highlighters from MAC, they're really nice. And this one is the older version of Natasha's highlighters, so I think it's not as good as her new ones anyways. But I will use, I think, all the other products. Now, I said before that I don't like going into cream products with sponges, you know. So I will clean up this spatula that I have here with alcohol and use a spatula. The old-fashioned way. So I'm taking out some of this whiter cream here. Here is some redness. Let's go in with this white kind of thing here. Oh, it's brightening, huh? It didn't look brightening in the pan. I think it looks brightening when you put it on. This Natasha. It doesn't look like it's gonna brighten, you know? But look at that. Huh. This highlighter here. I will use a little bit of that one here, but not a lot. And then I will go in with the sponge a bit here. Take it from here. I have to say I don't see that it's doing much, because it's so glossy anyway to begin with, this foundation. I will go for this contour. Again, taking with the same spatula, because I realized the Citrus and the Daria palette, where I did go in straight with the sponge. It doesn't matter how clean you think you keep things around. You get small hair, small something inside the dust particles, something inside the creams, at least that's what I saw. So since then I'm trying to remember to use cream products like this. It's a little bit tedious, but in the long run it's worth it. Taking with a fluffy brush like this Japanese powder here, it's a little bit on the darker side. I will go down the nose with this one a little bit carefully like that, not too much maybe. And here. And here. I just want to, you know, try all the products in this palette again, because I did try them before. And I used a different brush, for instance, with this Japanese powder. It was going on really heavy and then it was dark. But I think like this, it's actually okay. So this is a Smashbox, one of the new brushes that looks dirty even if it's clean. That's like the stupidest thing ever. Don't know why they did that. And it's for shading. So I will take this one and try this. Kind of have to go in like this, not to lift everything now then and move it around. Maybe I will use this Smashbox cream blush, Beverly Hills blush. So it's a really pretty one like that with some nice golden sheen to it. So maybe this will look good. Okay. So I think I will come pretty high up with this one. So after that I definitely need to press it in a bit. So now I'm taking this one. I have to set everything, like seriously set it. Go and see that there's nothing in the lines. I open just halfway that it won't come out all of it in one time. Sometimes those are a bit, yeah. Putting some in the lid. And it has a slight, you know, beigey color like that, but it's like no color. For first highlighter, I will use this Real Glow, Hyper Real Glow from MAC, and this is the pink version. I think I will take just these two lighter colors together, and maybe with this brush that I use for the Japanese powder, and just swirl those together like that. And then kind of squish it a bit together and go in here with those two. Like that. And then I will take another one of those extra dimension ones, which they're really pretty. I know I put a lot already on, but okay, I think I will use this Show Gold. It looks like that. And I just did a video with highlighters that I like. So all these MAC ones are included, of course. I mean, come on, why shouldn't they be? Okay, a brush like this and this one, which is Show Gold from MAC. And it goes from gold to pink. It shifts like that. And I will just put it a little bit here because it has more glow, you see? It has a pinkish kind of golden gleam like that. I know I'm a bit nuts with the highlights, so I will just try and blend it a bit with this one. Before I do the lips, I will take this another highlighter like this and use it in the inner corner, because I don't feel like I have anything in the inner corner anymore. I don't know where it disappeared, but I'm taking this pinkish one. Anyway, now I have some pink here, so let's just do some more pink. Just that it won't be in a big area, maybe. Kind of here. A little bit inside here too, in the dip over here where it looks a bit dark. And then there's still some gold down here, so I will leave the gold over there and just pink over there like that. I will use an Il Makiage lip pencil in Rose, and kind of a bright pink like that. Different one in the middle maybe. This one is from Shiseido and it's just PK304. So lighter pink like that. So I found two really nice and fun colors, I think. This one is from Dior. It's just a sample and I can't see what it is, but it's one of those really light, kind of light pinks in the middle. Then I thought to use the Tom Ford really pink color like this. Electric pink. I think I need a little brush for this one. I mean, this pink that I use when I don't have anything on my eyes because it's so bright, and then just some glossy skin. That's how I like this one actually. But maybe it goes with this too. Now, of course, what would look nice with this kind of look is also something just nice and light and bronzy, you know, like that. So I will just go over with this one from Smashbox in medium, I think it is. Okay, so it's 712, this brown one. It's like a bronzy brown. And these are the easygoing lipsticks from Dior. A bit more glossy. Just put a little bit pink in the middle, like that. I can use this Skin Finish Natural in light for buffing, right? Finishing powder. I mean, I know you can set. I used to set with this one all the time. And now I took like a break from it. So let's use it for finishing powder today then. It's so nice and light and I really like those. So I'm using this big fluffy brush from Smashbox again. The one that doesn't pick up so much. And I will try and use this one for today's buffing. Okay, and now it's time to spray everything a bit, maybe everything or just part of it. In a way I want to put it just here. Maybe that's what I should do. Spray it just on the sponge a bit and use it just on the highlight. So I'm spraying the sponge a bit instead of putting it all over. Oh, that got really damp. When you get used to those more modern, let's face it, foundations like Touche Éclat and all those, even Estée Lauder Double Wear goes out on like a dream compared to this one. You really have to press it in and work on it. It depends what you have, like what you mix things with, if it works or doesn't. And of course I didn't check also what's in the strobe cream and, and stuff like that. So maybe that's what made it extra hard to use today. Well, it was good to leave it alone. Now it's already dried up and yeah, that's the finished look. But I think YouTube has gotten so quiet about MAC that I want to give a shout out for MAC because their products are really nice. Those that I've been using, I really like them. So thanks again for watching. If you did, enjoy your coffee or your tea. And yeah, hope to see you next time.